Hello and welcome to the Enterprise Talk Conversation Series, a peer knowledge resource by the CXOs for the CXOs. Now to our host, Kanika Goswami.
Hi, we welcome you to a podcast on stage with enterprise thought leaders. My name is Kanika Goswami and I'm the managing editor of On.media's 6 B2B enterprise technology publications. We have engaging conversations with global thought leaders, industry experts, and leaders such as the one we have today, and they reach over 1.3 million business leaders worldwide. We're speaking with Olga Lagunova. She's GoTo's Chief Product and Technology Officer today. I'm so proud to have you on with us, Olga. Welcome to the show and looking forward to a great conversation with you.
Thank you so much, Kanika. I'm very happy to be here.
It's a pleasure. A little bit about Olga before we request her to talk about GoTo. Olga is a technology executive with 20 plus years of experience leading development of world-class enterprise SaaS, API, and data-centric solutions. Rises to big challenges as a champion of technology exploration, generates and sells ideas to executive leadership, sets product vision and strategy for industry-defining impact, and builds high-performing engineering teams. I am so happy to have you with us, Olga. I'm sure we're going to be having a very interesting conversations for all our audiences. Can I now invite you to tell us a little bit about GoTo? What are the plans of the company, and where do you see things happening?
Sure. Just a little bit on the high level, GoTo is a global SaaS company. We build software for IT management, support, and business communication. For the audience that might be using our products, our flagship products are LogMeIn Rescue, GoTo Connect, and GoTo Resolve as examples. We are very proud to serve our 800,000 customers around the globe and who range from small and medium organizations to large enterprises. We have about 2,800 employees globally, and we are a remote first company. That's about GoTo.
Thanks. Thank you so much. So we start with the conversation now. My first question to you, GoTo has new and innovative products which use generative AI and large language models as well to transform how businesses engage, empower, and support their customers, and of course also their employees. What could be the potential risks there, Olga? The positives
Yeah.
are well documented. What could be the risks that they can manage?
Yeah, that's a great question. I have to say that we at GoTo are very excited about the time that we are in now. It's exciting time for us and exciting time for our customers as we fully embrace the potential of AI technologies. And I will definitely talk about risks, but I do want to say that as you mentioned, over the last year, we incorporated generative AI and foundation models across our products, and most notably in our contact center and GoTo Resolve products, which is our IT management products. And as we are going to talk about the risks, I think it's also important for us to highlight how we are approaching AI and how we are thinking about AI in our products and in GoTo overall. Our overall approach to using AI in our products is to really being obsessed about the problems that our customers are having, at the pain points, what they're trying to solve for. And then as we are bringing AI to our products, we are also obsessed about the humans and the humans' experience with AI. So it is very natural, and we help humans with these wow experiences where we're really helping to solve really critical problems and reduce annoying menial tasks so they could serve their customers better, so they could do their jobs better. And this obsession about the experiences and our customers, I think is really important at core of everything we do. We're constantly thinking about are we adding value to them. So the experiences that we want them to get is very natural and enabling for them. So one of the times when we're talking about contact center customers, we asked what the experience is, and the customer said, I feel like I have a crystal ball now, and so I didn't know how my neighborhood looks like, what's happening in the world, and now I know where the houses are, so I can do my job better. That's what we are after. And at the same time, as you're thinking about this, obsessing about the customers, it's really crucial for any company that embraces AI to be very thoughtful and responsible in using AI in products and in running business. Generative AI is amazing, powerful technologies that we are excited about, and it's moving very fast. But as with many new technologies, there are risks that need to be understood and controlled. Right? Some risks are not new. Um, they existed and understood and managed by enterprises for a long time, but AI adds new dimensions to it. So the examples would be permissible use of data, data security, data quality, which is where the AI has additional dimension. Are we creating the right output from the models, and security overall, right? And some risks are very specific to AI, including ethical concerns, potential biases in the models, and a lot of things that are being discussed in the industry. And in addition, for any company that embraces AI, you really need to be aware of regulatory and standards landscapes that are really evolving. And they're not only important because of compliance, but this is the regulatory and standards that also focusing on important factors: risk management, harm reduction, public safety, transparency, and preservation of user rights. So it's very important for us as a company who is embracing AI to be paying attention and being very thoughtful about it. And for any company out there, right? And so that's why at GoTo, for example, we established a legal framework for AI very, very early on, with a very, very initial experimentation with generative AI for sure. And this framework includes risk assessments, policy guardrails, and as many companies do, right? That's really critical. And so we believe also that sharing, that any business also need to be able to control how they're sharing their data, and that AI systems that we put in place, we enable in products, we enable our customers to say, I want to opt out, right? So all these things, as you pointed out, there are risks in using AI. And while AI creates exciting opportunities that I truly believe, and we are going to believe, are truly beneficial to the customer, it is crucial to use AI responsibly and transparently, with well-established guardrails and oversights across the company.
So these are AI-related risks. Do you also see, or have you ever experienced cybersecurity risks as well for the applications that you've been putting out?
Yeah, the cybersecurity risks are definitely something that every company today needs to pay attention to, and for GoTo, it's always the utmost important. We understand that the trust that our customers put in us and in our products, because we are also in IT management space, so we take it extremely seriously, working with the best in industry, external experts as well, and cloud providers with a very strict set of security policies and practices to guard our products and guard our environment, for sure.
Right. Now about unified communication. So UCAS has been on the sidelines for a couple of years now. We've been hearing about it. I'm not sure, at least in India, it has not been totally embraced, probably because of the costs associated with it. Where do you see it standing today in the rest of the world? You probably have a better worldview, especially with AI and its various avatars to support better technology outcomes, better strengths, better abilities. Where do you see it standing?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. Obviously, it's centered to our business. So UCaaS, which stands for Unified Communication as a Service, if you look at the global market, it's a large and growing market. Today, about half of the telephony is run on the cloud, and it's about 20 billion market, growing at about 10% year over year. So definitely it's a vibrant market globally. And for people who are not very familiar with UCaaS is not just cloud telephony. It's a combination of cloud telephony and messaging and meeting software. And generally, its role is to streamline various organizational communications, mainly focusing on internal. So from the vibrancy of the market, it is there. Now, for us, another interesting trend in this market is synergies between this internal communications, that is UCaaS, and also customer communication. So contact centers, for example, is coming into play very strongly. For GoTo, being a single platform vendor for both UCaaS and CCaaS, which is contact center as a service, right? CCaaS, new abbreviation added on. It is, we are looking at it together as a market. So contact center market as it is about $50 billion market that is growing at around 20-25%. And contact center, probably even more than UCaaS, is definitely disrupted in a very interesting and positive way with AI. It creates tons of opportunities there. So the market is definitely there. The companies continue to migrate telephony seats from premise-based solutions to the cloud. And the main motivation in doing that is actually simplifying operations and achieving scalability and flexibility, especially when you add remote workers, and actually achieving cost savings. That's a big motivation for that as well. As you pointed out, some countries and some industries are slower in adopting it based on geographical differences and sometimes regulatory requirements, and probably how the country might look at the cloud offerings overall. But definitely the market continues to grow and companies continue to move from on-premise to the cloud.
So my next question is kind of an overlap with what we spoke about in the first question. Is as artificial intelligence is taking over almost all enterprises processes, the communication processes in your case, do you see a downside to this change as it all becomes cloud-based, artificial intelligence-led? Do you think at any point in time there's going to be a drawback in these adoptions, or you think it just, rearing ahead, so to speak?
I am a technologist by nature. I believe that, and I have given it a lot of thought, and we as a company believe that generative AI is actually going to be a very positive force, especially in the contact centers. It does create tons of opportunities. We see a lot of focus that we put into making agents productive, IT productive, in supervisors productive, customers interacting better. I think it's all positive momentum in the industry, and we are going to see benefits from it. I think that, is there any downside? I know that there are a lot of conversations in industry, rightfully so, how it might impact humans and how it may impact people. In our work, in the products and in the environments that we operate, and including us as a GoTo company, we look at it as AI creating opportunity for humans to be more productive, enjoying the work more, and being able to focus on the upsides are significantly higher. Now, do people get annoyed with AI? Yes, people get annoyed with AI. Like as anybody who ever use chatbots, right, and trying to get to the customer care, it's a well-known problem, right? The badly implemented chatbots really not a good things for the customers, right? And so you cannot maintain higher level of satisfaction with your customers if you're putting in front of them the AI technology that is just purely annoying and take it longer for them to get the answer, right? That's not a good experience. So you have to be mindful. This is just a simple example because we all experienced it, but it happens everywhere. I can tell you the lessons that we have learned at GoTo as consumer of AI technology internally. So we are using AI across R&D, marketing, sales, customer care. And I'll give you a couple of examples that I believe it's where it's very powerful and why we are looking at it as upside, right? So one example is R&D. It's our engineers, right? And I'm sure you're aware this co-pilot tools are taking over the world. They are really transforming how our engineers do the work. And it does increase the productivity. It does require people to be open to changing how they do work and have training and enablement for sure. But as you start seeing people using it, we see great productivity in engineering. And the upside of it is truly deliver more innovation to our customers. That's the beauty of it, right? So similarly in sales and marketing, we are utilizing new AI capabilities that our existing vendors like Marketo, Sixth Salesforce are providing, and we are bringing some really new tools as well. Again, it requires sales and marketing teams to adjust how they do work and broader, but the result of it is much better productive conversations with the customers. We understand customers better and we can serve them better. So there are upsides. Now, interestingly enough, we also did a survey of our customers, like IT managers and IT professionals, and they also see upside in AI. So 92% of IT professionals would consider AI beneficial for their jobs, and 94% say they would be willing to delegate simple tasks to AI. And IT leaders, 93% of them are looking to upskill themselves and their teams. So I think there is a momentum where people see the value in AI more than they are afraid of using AI. It does require thoughtful enablement and upskilling process for sure. And the companies should be implementing it and thinking about it. We have like Center of Excellence within the company the role of this organization is to look across the company, understands how we can cross-pollinate the ideas, enable our employees to use AI to increase the productivity, to the upsides and not downsides.
No, that is very right. So there were just two issues that I wanted to really, take your opinion on. First of all, of course, productivity is going to be increased, especially on the level where you can probably decrease the number of human hands if you can just use AI tools there. It is repetitive tasks or manual tasks, or in many organizations, like you are saying, because of the co-pilot development tasks as well. But are you also facing the challenge of burnout or lack of skills, or like you said, upskilling? Then there's a change management involved. There have also been reports of CIOs fearing that almost 60% of the jobs in their organizations would finally be taken over by AI. So those kind of claims, those kind of fears, they will be there. They may be They may be justified or not, but there will certainly be conversations of that kind. So from you, I just want to know, how do you meet the challenge of finding the right skills, keeping people upskilled, and then managing the change management situation for when things have to transform, where AI takes over even a part of somebody's job. How do you manage that change?
Yeah, and I think if you consider organization like GoTo is a technology company, you could look at this challenge across multiple dimensions, right? And whether you are upskilling your engineering organization, your product, your UX, so you embrace it within the product and you innovate at the next level, bringing the talent in, or you are enabling your sales and marketing, everybody in the customer care, everybody in the company to be a really smart user of the tools that we bring to the company. I think this growth mindset and is a really, really important core competencies that we cultivate in the company. It's something that we always purposefully thinking about during when we're hiring people, when we are looking at the performance overall. That's something that we absolutely, it's our core. We are proud of providing people with wonderful experiences so they can learn and enable themselves to grow as well. But we do understand that it requires time, right? You do need to provide opportunities, but you also need to be mindful of finding these times for people to take time to learn, right? It's you if you're constantly adding it on top of you're working 24/7 and you also need to do that, that's not going to work, right? So I think the companies do need to be mindful about it and really invest in very purposeful learning and creating time for the employees. Yes, you're going to see a lot of upsides, but it does require thoughtful implementation of the tools. I do think that humans, we are humans, right? And having concerns about whether AI is going to take your job and what does it mean, what type of skills I need to have to be continue to being in the front of the workforce. I think it's a very good conversations, and I think every company owes their employees to have this conversation and address this, right? As on the leadership level and every manager level, they are very valid conversation. I think if you do it right, you are going to see a lot of enthusiasm, but you have to. We all understand that there is definitely some fears that any change may introduce in the organization.
So, if I may say so, Olga, I think this empathy comes from also being a woman leader. I'm sure you agree. You will not push people into anything but create a growth mindset. So they do understand that learning this and adopting the new tool is good for their own career, probably trajectory, or the way they are thinking about their own personal growth. It has to align with the growth of the organization. Thank you then so much. These were the questions I had. Unless there's something else you want to add for the audiences here.
No, thank you so much. As you said, AI is both an opportunity and it's also has to be taken thoughtfully. And I really appreciate a chance to share my thoughts on this subject. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being with us. Please do follow us on social media for regular updates and new content.